Hey, hi, hello, welcome, welcome. Today we are making Howl's Moving Cardigan. Howl's Moving Castle Cardigan. That, yeah. Now, have I ever made a cardigan before? No. Have I ever made a sweater before? No. Have I ever made a single thing that you put on your body and wear? Also no. This is gonna be a trip. Now, as someone who has never made a single wearable piece of crochet item, you would assume that I was going to follow a pattern. You would assume wrong. Oh God, who talked me into this? I know there are a lot of Howl cardigan patterns out there, but none of them have been speaking to me in the vision that I have in my head of what I want. So I'm gonna make my own. Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Now the motto for this shopping trip is soft, thin, and cheap, because your girl's broke. But we want soft because we want a comfy cardigan, but we want thin because when you make clothing, I'm talking like I've actually made clothing, like it gets heavy the more yarn you use, and I don't want it to be super heavy. I want it to be comfy and like flowy. So I want the thinnest cotton yarn because cotton is best for clothing and wearable. So that's what we're going for. But the yarn brand I like, we have to hope that it has the color options that we need because we're working with what they have and that's it. So let's see what they have. Okay, so this is the cotton that I think I want to use because it's pretty cheap and it's really soft and it is pretty thin. And I've used this before to make something, so I think this will work good. Color choices though, we have this kind of purplish bluish choice, which I think I need to look up a picture. I think that might be too blue, but we have, I like this pink, and then this is the only other purple. Like that's too dusty, so I don't know. This is going to be a very pastel coat, and then this yellow for, or maybe this yellow. I mean, this is pastel vibes. This is like bright. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I think I'll go pastel because I think that looks better together. Okay, so the problem we're having is that this is all they have. Like they have more yellow, but I don't think I need more than that for yellow. But they only have 2 of the pink and 1 of the blue. I can always come back and get more when they restock, but what if the color doesn't match? I'm sure it'll match. Like, I'm sure I won't have that much bad luck. Oh my God, please don't let me foreshadow something. Oh, why can't they get more? First yarn haul secured. Now let me quickly explain the vision that I have. I want the diamond pattern to be on the front and the back because I don't want this to be an exact replica of his jacket. I want it to be more inspired by, and I also don't want to make it a full like mid-thigh length that it most often appears to be. I want to make it more of a crop cardigan because I want to, and I'm girly and that's what I want. And then also the best part, the piece de resistance that I am so excited for is I want to make it have bell sleeves, like giant bell sleeves. Most of the patterns that I see that people make have a cinched wrist on the sleeve, and it's cute and I like it, but that's not what I want. I want big flowy cuteness. So that's the plan. Oh my God, they have the bow pillow too, but in green. Five Below coming at you, Hobby Lobby. I could make that. So I started working on the diamonds, and I started with this one, which I did half double crochet, and then I did this one, well, half of this one, which is single crochet, and I'm trying to figure out which one I like more, because this one is like more condensed with fewer holes. This one has more holes, obviously, but it feels like less dense, which means the jacket would be like not as heavy. And also these are faster to do because they're half double crochet. So now I'm trying to decide what look I think I would like better. So I finished making all the pink pieces and I went to make the blue, purple, whatever pieces, but I don't think I like how dark it is. It's very dark, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna get a different color yarn. I did look online, and there is a color that I think will look a lot better. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Cold. So much better. Oh my god, it's perfect. So remember how I said I had never made a single wearable item and I was just gonna dive headfirst into this project? I have regrets. I have this much done. Now, hear me out. This side is different than this side because I started to add the sleeve, right? And I told you I want the bell sleeve, which starts small and ends in a big flare. So it needs to start small. Did like a rough estimate of how big that should be, and I attached it to see how it was looking before I got too far. It bunches. It bunches really weird because since it goes out so far past my shoulder, it just, and I'm one of those people that I don't like things in the crevices of my body. Like, it just bothers the crap out of me. I am very like sensory sensitive, whatever you call that. I don't like this. So before I got too far and ahead of myself, I was like, what if I took out some of these to make it not bunch? So I went in and I removed some of the pieces on this side that took me so long to make. This is driving me crazy, guys. I don't know how people do this. So that's what's happening on this side, okay? And then this is just a half diamond. A triangle. Right now it looks like a samurai top. Ignore that. Hopefully that goes away. Like on this side, once I added the sleeve, like this bent down. So I'm hoping that's what will happen once I start adding a sleeve. I don't know. This is driving me crazy and up the wall. Like, I hate that I did so much pieces, but that's the whole thing with wearable stuff. Figuring out sizing is like the most difficult part. Your girl is a crop. Like, she's a crop. I didn't really plan for it to be this crop, but we'll see once I add the trim and border how crop it is. But whatever, we'll go with it. I'm not doing more. At least it's looking very Howl Pendragon. Like, the look is looking. Alright, so this is what we have so far. It is very blocky. Yeah, it's so stiff. I think once we have more sleeve, it'll look better. So I'm going to continue this down to like elbow range, and then I'm going to start flaring it wider. I ran out of yarn. But here we are. So I did a different sleeve on this side. This side I did double crochet. It's not finished because I ran out. This one was the half double crochet side I did, and I think I'm definitely going to do double crochet on this side. So I'm going to frog this entire sleeve. And then I'm going to make the sleeves match. And then I need to get more yarn to finish them. I think I just need like one more skein yarn, and that should be enough. But here's where we are. I mean, I had really wanted to finish this by the end of January, and that's not going to happen. So now I'm really upset because I really, really want to this year. One of my goals was to try to do a video once a month, and this is the video for January, and that's not happening. And now I'm really like disappointed in myself that I didn't get this done in time, and it's just taking so much longer than I thought it would. But I don't know, maybe I'll do 2 videos next month if I can. No, I'm really bad at thinking about video ideas. Let me know what you guys want to see. There it is. There's the first sleeve I made that I have to completely redo. Why do people like to crochet? So I have one of the sleeves mostly finished, and I love it. I think I'm gonna add like 1 more row and then maybe do like a border type thing just to like give it a finished edge. I don't know, but here it is so far. Ignore all these strings, they're just marking my rows for me, so just ignore those. But I did a bottom trim, and now I just need to add a border along the side, but all I have left is this much yarn, so I sadly do need 1 more skein of yellow yarn. At the same time, I've been working on my pattern for it, and it's coming together. Like, I'm so proud. Like, I'm making it like all pretty with like pictures and everything and lots of detail, and I don't know if I'm like putting too much detail into it and if I'm overthinking it or not, because I've never really written up like a tutorial pattern. I've just written patterns for myself, so I'm trying really hard to make it convey properly and understandable to other people, because I've used a lot of patterns, so I know like what they should look like, but I don't know. That's what I'm working on, and I really want to make it cute and everything, and I'm putting so much time into it. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Since we're already here, I want to go ahead and show you guys the art prints that I finally put up. They're so good. They're so good, and they're Studio Ghibli things, so they're on point. They're on theme. But we have Howl and Sophie with Calcifer, and then we have My Neighbor Totoro. Oh, I just love the artwork so much, and the gold accents. And then Kiki's Delivery Service with Gigi. Oh, they're just so pretty. And they're by Inkwell Illustrations. He's just so good. He's so good. And it's just my little... Oh, and then I have this Kiki's Delivery Service window by Shop Ambrosia and Honey. It's just so good. And then my little Junimo I made. My little Ghibli corner is looking so beautiful. Please don't kill me. But I think I'm gonna scratch the sleeve and start again. First and foremost, I'm making this for me and my preferences. And I really, like I said, don't like the armpit area being too like restrictive. So I think I have an idea to redo the sleeve arm area, and I don't think it'll be too hard. The only problem is that I have to completely undo the whole sleeve because I stitched this directly into it, because I didn't want to chain it and attach it, because when you have a chain it's like tight and it doesn't stretch. So I didn't want that, so I like stitched it directly into the armhole, which means I have to completely frog and unravel the whole sleeve just to change the hole and then redo the sleeve, because I don't mind the sleeve. The sleeve is fine, it's just the armhole. Like, it's, see this? It's going up into my armpit. I don't like it. So please don't hate me, because I hate myself enough for all of us. The way that this is basically a finished and complete cardigan, and I'm going to completely unravel and redo like 2/3 of it. I really want to actually wear this like frequently, and I know myself, and if this is bothering me, I'm not gonna reach for this to put on and wear. I am going to like, I need to start leaving like tips for people who make wearable patterns, because this is the most stressful thing I've ever made. Guys, if this doesn't work, the next time you see me is gonna be my funeral. Okay, so I finished remaking this sleeve, and this is still the old sleeve, and it's much better. I like it much better. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like, it drops much lower, so it's not in my armpit. And then this part just looks, ignore this strand, but this part is just smooth. It's not like doing this bulgy thing that this side is doing. And yeah, it's much more comfy on my arm, and it still looks the same and cute. Actually, for some reason, I feel like this bell looks bigger, but it's the same exact amount of yarn and like increases and everything. So I don't know, but I'm fine with it, and it's cute. So now I just have to redo this sleeve. Are you ready for the final reveal?